Yeah, guys, I want to start by wishing everybody a happy new year. You know, as we all know, this year is coming to an end, 2017, and 2018 is right near the door. Again, my name is Robert Mariano Baby.
I'm Nelson Flores, known as Nabad.
Exactly. You know, so we're going to discuss the new year and the old year, guys. And at the same time, please invite a family member or a friend to the show. I want to start off by mentioning to everybody, again, remember we say happy birthday to everybody, for those who will be celebrating their birthdays. So you can start by putting the names of your family member or friends who are having their birthday this week or next week. Also, we do meditation for those who are sick and those who have lost loved ones. And yes, we have a few friends already who we know are celebrating birthdays, and we have that also in our family. Yeah, guys, like I mentioned, the show will be very hot today. You know, 1 second, guys, we're having some little problems here. Yeah, we're having a few problems here, guys. Just bear me out. Like I mentioned, we usually start off with the birthday greetings, right? And we have a lot of people celebrating birthdays. So I don't know who all are celebrating their birthdays, but yes, I know for a fact that I have a friend in California by the name of Fred Francisco.
Tinkers.
Tinkers, yes. Tinkers. So we start off with Tinkers.
Yeah, he just celebrated his birthday. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
But I guess it continues.
Yeah.
I also like to say from the culture capital to the people in Los Angeles, California, and around the world.
Yeah.
Let's have a great New Year.
Exactly. So we want to start off, guys, by wishing those who are having birthday, happy birthday. We have a few more people who we know are celebrating their birthday, but then we need people to just post their names on the screen. And then in the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to play the birthday song. But for now, we're going to start off with some music to bring in the new year. And also, I noticed that Yolanda Mariano just tuned in. And for the information of those listening, she lost her mother just yesterday, Auntie Digna.
Oh, really?
And she was the wife of the farmer, Banquata John Mariano, who is my father's elder brother.
Oh, okay.
And so we too will be mourning her on the show today, and we'll be playing a meditation for her. And so, again, guys, you can start sending names. We start off with the birthday songs, but then the birthday song will be playing in the next 10 minutes or so. And later on in the show, we go into the meditation, and then we bless those who have sickness and death in their families as well. So I noticed Zita is saying there, thanks Nabad and Robert for big up my husband. So she's very much happy.
Yeah, we also going to talk about, they have been on 1 hour ago last week, Sunday, which was awesome, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, awesome.
Yeah. And I noticed that the following person have tuned into the show already, Nabad. We had Zita Sego, we had Glenda Aquino, Randy G, we had Liz Mar, Nadira Gamboa. Oh, she's all the way in New York. And Liz Mar, she lives in Chicago. So if you look at it, we have a lot of people from foreign who have tuned in already. We have Yolanda Mariano, who's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
We have Tacoma Mariano. He lives in somewhere in California as well. We have Confessora Lewis. I'm not sure where she's at. But we also have Pablo Palacio. And then we have Lovely Jojo. I think Lovely Jojo is also in Chicago.
Yeah, it's very cold. It's
yes.
very cold.
Yeah, it's very, that's what they're saying.
That part of the world right
yes. Now. And then we have Mr. Gregory Stamp in Belize City. Q Blood in, I think he's in Benqueviejo. And then we have Tauricio Estrada. So we have a lot of people. Yes, there's a few people who have tuned in. I have not mentioned their names. It is because the names start popping up too fast for me, But the thing is that we need to go straight into some music. And at the same time, like I mentioned, we need to be mindful of those who are celebrating their birthdays at this time. Miss Martalino, good evening. Marva Ramos, good evening to you as well. Wishing one and all a happy new year. From my family to your family. Mr. Henry Martinez and Cherry Jimma, good evening to you. Anthony Diego and Vincent Server, good evening to you. Thank you very much, Martha. Happy New Year's to you as well, to you and your family. Long time no see, Miss Martha. Vince Server, I trust that you'll be here to dance Jankono tomorrow. Mr. Joseph Guerrero, Happy New Year to you, sir. Miss Mercy Ponce, good evening to you and big up Mercy Ponce. Happy New Year to you, Mercy. Long time no see. Happy New Year to one all. You're listening to music live from Promised Land, the Holy Land. Yes, right here in Dangriga, Belize, Central America.
mabuse yobalila ale nabara kube budaya bao kasamege bribu nanule nuwa kasamege bribu nanule nuwa abani jiruni bubabu ale nabara kube amina ya babuse bai gono bumadagila ero subudi tina bumarila ero subudi tina bumarila kadiriya salamu leluwa kadiriya salamu asanege
Cynthia Lambe all the way there in Australia. Happy New Year to you. I know that today is already the first day in Australia. Am I correct, Cynthia? Mr. Joshua Rana, how are you, sir? Happy New Year to one and all. Along with me today is the original nabad. Yeah, guys, and don't be afraid to send those thumbs up, guys, those likes. Please do send them, guys.
Sherman,
Happy New Year to one and all.
Sherman Mariano.
Yes, because that's my boy. Gary Stitch Enriquez, so how are you, my buddy? You're staying. Good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, you're listening to Music Live from Promised Land, the Holy Land. Yes, here in Dangriga, Belize, Central America. Mr. Joaquin Sabal, how are you, sir? Happy New Year to you, Mr. Joaquin Sabal. Very much proud and happy to hear from you, sir. Guys, now we're going to play the birthday tunes for all those celebrating their birthday. And again, this tune go to Thinkers, all the way there in California, from your dear wife, Miss Zita Sego. I'd also like to send birthday greetings to my nephew, Jay Mariano, there in Belize City. He's celebrating his birthday this weekend. And for all of the guys who are celebrating their birthday today, guys, again, if you know anybody else celebrating their birthday, just put their name on the screen. Wishing one and all a happy birthday. We're also wishing everybody a happy new year. Charlene Enriquez, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Malula Augustine, all the way there in St. Bike. Which one way you go? Mr. Freddie Musham, good evening. Happy New Year's to you, sir. Hope you enjoyed that one, friend. Big up Mr. Freddie Musham there in PG. Thank you very much, Zita. Same to you, Mr. Wakin Sabal. Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you very much, Vince. That's right. You're very much correct. Miss Digna contributed very much towards the Wanaragua, but then we'll be talking a bit about her before we do her reflection. But thanks for bringing it up, guys. You're there far, Freddie. You're there far. Mary Drysdale, good evening to you. Thank you very much and Happy New Year's to you as well. Mesa, good evening to you. Bunchamba, where you Alguna luna kama boy gira ba yo leden. Una live stream, you say room who sung bigger na. Thank you very much, Joe. Big up Joe Guerrero listening there. All the way in Philadelphia as well. Landa Flowers, good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, remember, send those thumbs up, guys. Send them, send them, send them. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. David Smith all the way there in California. Big up David Smith. Send those thumbs up, guys. Send those thumbs up. Zuniga, good evening to you, and thank you very much for the information, Yolanda. So that all family members and friends know that about the funeral information both in New York and in Belize. Carlos Wagner. Delmar Agustin. Thank you very much, Joseph. Great guy. Always fighting for the rights of Grenada people. Big up my dear cousin, Pastor Yolanda Mariano. Love her to death. The other members of your family as well. We have you in prayers for the death of your mother, Yolanda. Yolanda Castillo, good evening to you. Mr. Louis Petch, Boytran Bawayo, good evening to you as well. Thanks for tuning in. And Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you're enjoying the music. Hey guys, send those thumbs up. Send them, guys. Dylan Milton, Happy New Year's. And Lambert, Happy New Year's to you as well. Maurice Herrera, Boytran Bawayo. Yes, Joseph, we're doing a meditation about 3:30 all the way to the end of the show will be specially dedicated to Miss Digna. And I hope that some of you guys can call in and say something anytime from 3:15. I need some guys to call in and to say something about Auntie Digna, because remember, she was the spouse or the wife of the Bankwata, who was Bankwata for about 10 or 15 years. You know, and then we'll be playing her song and so on, and bless the family and everybody inside the family. So guys, anytime from 3:15 Belize time, that will be about how much? Exactly 45 minutes from now, we go straight into it for Auntie Digna. Thank you very much, Lillian Middleton. That's my buddy all the way there in Belize City. Happy New Year to you, Lillian. Get your message, Mary. That's Mary Drysdale, of course. The only thing, we're not working with the computer at this time to find the name of the song, so just bear me out. We're going to play some songs as usual. Pastor Hardy. That's in exactly 45 minutes. Then we dedicate the rest of the show to Aunt Digna and her family. Yes, she contributed to the Garifuna nation. She contributed to the Garifuna people. And that should not go unnoticed. Emma Martinez, Bertrand Bawe. Tell Mariana Bertrand Bawe, you're bon. Boy de la Béboubou. Mr. Dean Joseph, how are you, sir? Where are you? Happy New Year to you, sir. Cynthia Campos, Bertrand Bawe, where you again? Hope you're feeling better now. Yeah, man, Martinez, Bertrand Bawe, where are you? You might know you're in Benguchira, somewhere around there. Nikki Martinez, good evening to you as well, sir. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you very much, Vincent. You're very right. You're very right, Vince. Big up, Vince. Cynthia Lewis, love Liz. Good evening to you. Dan Augustine, why boy tramba where your book, eh? Say me why I'm so moto. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're bringing in the New Year's. Happy New Year. Diana Gomez, good evening. Happy New Year to you and your family. Yes, guys, you're listening to music right from Dangriga, from Promised Land, the Holy Land. Mr. Mark Stevens, Happy New Year to you, sir. Darren Petio, Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, guys, send those thumbs up, guys, send those thumbs up. Samuel Castillo, how are you, sir? Good evening. Happy New Year to one and all. Paula Mariano, good evening. Happy New Year to you. Mark Stevens there in Maryland. I imagine it's very cold out there. Where are you, Paula? Where are you, Paula? Paula Mariano, tell me where you at. Yes, guys, this is our last show for 2017. Next show will be in 2018, guys. See you guys next year. And Antonio Young, my pastor there in Orange Walk, proud of them, love them. Very inspiring. We have 17 degrees there in Maryland. Here in Belize we have about 55 degrees. In the morning we have fog. That's what we call snow here in Belize. Mr. Mark Garcia, good evening to you. Lucinio, good evening to you. Annalie Brown, there in Dangriga.
Nice to see you. It's been a while.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys, but sometimes the computer do what it wants.
E.T. Albert Nina. How many degrees? You are going to go in. You are going to
Yo, baby!
Oh, baby.
Lane Mariana Gillett, good evening to you. And yes, guys, I could do with some of those thumbs up. Please do. A small price to pay, guys. Just matters of inspiration. Thank you. Keep sending them. Emilio Carlos, good evening. Balthazar, Gary Vision, Gary for now. Good evening to you guys. Happy New Year, guys. Louis Owen, Happy New Year. Bye bye 2017. Welcome 2018. You guys are 25 minutes away from the tribute to Miss Digna Mariano. May she rest in peace. And I'm asking all to join me when the time comes. Figueroa, Happy New Year. Russ Hawk, I hear you're here in Dangri. I haven't seen you as yet, guy. Where are you? We need to catch up. My dear sister, Annalie Brown, Happy New Year to you and the entire family as well. Sandra Gillett, Happy New Year. Rudolph Slusher, Happy New Year to you. Join me in telling 2017 bye-bye. I think all you guys supposed to join me in saying Happy New Year and bye-bye to 2017. Vitalino, Happy New Year! The song reminds me of Potungtung there in Travesía, Honduras. He's a very smart little guy. He's the one knocking the primero. Yeah, this is the group Ibainigo, guys, out of Honduras. And yes, Potungtung is Mariano as well. Bill Way, how are you, Bill? Marietta Enriquez, how are you? Happy New Year to both of you guys. Bill in California. Marietta in Belize City. Veronica Mejia, good evening to you, ma'am. Happy New Year to you as well. Miss Erica John, Happy New Year to you as well. Joseph Mariano, Happy New Year's. Join me in saying welcome 2018 and bye-bye 2017. Send those thumbs up, guys. Send those thumbs up. Please do. Spice up the show. Send them like crazy, guys. Francis Zuniga, thanks for tuning in and Happy New Year's to you as well. Yes, guys, and like I mentioned, in the next 15 minutes, we go to tribute to Miss Digna Mariano. And I'm hoping that all, one and all, join me. She have contributed to this nation. She have contributed to the culture. Happy New Year, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, wishing one and all a happy new year. Lieutenant Hart Nicole Lopez, good evening to you. Happy New Year to you as well. Clinton Magdaleno, Happy New Year's to you, sir. Miss Jennifer Miranda there in New York. Big up, Jen. How is the family, Jen? Miss Naomi Ray, Happy New Year's. You guys name it and we have it right here in music. Oldest but goodies. Thanks to the GUI crew. Stephen Gutierrez there in California. Mr. Albert Mena there in Belize City, positive guy. He gave a lot of advice for the Christmas. Don't drink and drive and don't drive and drink, but yet still people continue. We had a lot of fatalities, man. Thanks for those advice, Mr. Mena. Miss Juanita Hernandez, Happy New Year's to you as well. From my family to your family. Happy New Year's to one and all. Thank you very much, Marietta. Yes, guys, in the next 5 minutes, we'll go straight into the tribute to Miss Digna Mariano. Please join in the show for her great contributions. We start in exactly 5 minutes right here. Mr. Francis Flores, good evening to you, sir. Happy New Year. Like I mentioned, in the next 5 minutes, we start the tribute to Miss Digna Mariano for her huge contributions to Belize and our people. The narrative yearly. He said you leg and men knew then. We have 1 more minute to go, and we go straight into the tribute to Miss Digna Mariana. Happy New Year to one and all. Lativa Valerio, boy tramba where you born. Happy New Year's to you as well. Yeah, guys, we'll go straight into this tribute to Miss Digna Mariano. Yes, she was a superwoman. Pastor Hardy as well for that song. And this is the time now for all those who know Miss Digna or Auntie Digna can now make their comments. Because for me, I know Auntie Digna from ever since I was a little baby. Because, you know, like I mentioned, she married to my uncle, John Mariano. She was the wife of John Mariano. And even though they were living in the United States for many years, there was a time they came back and they were living here in Belize for a long time, here in Dangriga. And they also were living at 2 houses from my house, right here in Promised Land, because this block is a 5-acre block, and it was the Marianos who originally owned Promised Land. And so I get to know this lady as the wife of my uncle.
Didn't she establish like a reputable prayer right here in Algeria?
Yes, and this is why I'm saying that it is important for us to have some kind of contributions to her, because when she was here, she had, well, when her husband was a chief priest with us, the Garifuna people, she had supported her husband 100%. She also had a Garifuna group that goes from house to house and dance from house to house. They even used to go and perform in Garifuna. That was one of the first group from way back that used to perform in Garifuna. The performance was in full Garifuna. As a matter of fact, if I can recall, herself and her husband was one of the few or the first Garifuna who owned a bus line that runs from Dangriga to Belize City, you know, and she was a person who used to make herself popular or available, yes, to give assistance or to support the people around Dangriga, whether it is Garifuna, whether they are Garifuna or not. She was always there to give that support. Yes, somebody mentioned Naomi Carlis Ray mentioned that she started the Pulali dance group along with her husband John Mariano, and I remember that was the name of the group, Pulali. Yes, how you call it? Yeah, Pulali. Yes, that was the name of the dance group. And yes, guys, I'm asking all of you to get involved and to interact. Share the information with us. You know, don't be afraid. And yes, in the next 5 minutes or so, I expect a pastor, Pastor Young, to call and to bless the family as well, because normally Yolanda, the daughter of Aunt Digna, usually help on this show to bless or to uplift family members who have ill family members or who have death. So this time we need people to give her support, you know. Miss Digna had several kids. I think the first one is Noel.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about him.
Yes.
You know,
Noel lives in the United States. I haven't seen him for years, you know. And then the second one was Glenn Ford. Glenn Ford, well, I think Glenn Ford lived from Belize from sometimes in the 70s and have never returned.
He's still in New York. I guess he's around New York.
No, I think he's in Las Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas area.
Yes. Okay, Naomi is saying that Yolanda is her mother. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Naomi, for sharing that information with us. Yeah, then Yolanda would be the third one.
Her daughter.
Yolanda, yes, her daughter. And then after that would be Frankie, then Desiree, and Baby John. You know, so she had several children. And like I mentioned, one of the main things, my main concern about Auntie Digna is remembering her, giving support to her people. She was always there, always have that smile on her face. And the last time I met her in person was, I would say, about 3 years ago. She came to Belize for the 19th of November, along with her daughter Desiree. And I was having some activities in my yard, and suddenly when I see this vehicle stop, it was her who came out of the vehicle. And she was, you know, filled with spirit and was still dancing, you know, and was still laughing hard. She was already sick because she mentioned to me that she had just came out of the hospital. She had took a surgery, you know. Okay, he's saying, yes, just like I mentioned, Noel, and that is what I mentioned, Yolanda. Noel first, then Glenford, then Yolanda, Frankie, Desiree, and John. That's exactly what I mentioned.
And my condolences to the family.
Yes, yes.
I don't know Noel personally, but, you know, I know he used to live in Vegas, and he used to live in Los Angeles before he moved to Vegas. So I do know Noel.
Yeah. Okay, and then for now, let's go to a song, another song in relation to a reflection to for Auntie Digna. Meanwhile, until Pastor Anthony Ann and Tony Young. I'm not sure if they'll call or if they'll just type it and put it on the Facebook screen for the information of everybody. Yeah. So the thing is that we go to another song, 141. We go back to Pastor Hardy. Yes, and this time I'm hoping to get more support from the people who know Auntie Digna herself, you know. All the Marianos and other family members and friends from Zanriga and surrounding areas. I'm hoping that, you know, that they make some kind of comment and kind comment in relation to Auntie Digna. Mill and Milton Joseph. Happy New Year to you guys. Mr. Keith Lino, good evening, Happy New Year to you. Emer Mariano, good evening to you as well. Thank you very much, Miss Jennifer Miranda. Thanks for that kind comment. And yes, guys, you are free to make your comment on the screen. For the information of the family members. We need to let them know that they are not alone. We are along with them and we love them. and pray over my good friend Keith. You know, he too is ill. You know, he's ill, and of course he's moving around and so on, but he's ill. Yes, neighbor, we continue. Hello? Hello? Will you text in or will you call? Do you want to do it live? You want to do it live? Okay, are you ready now? Anyone, it doesn't matter. We are already live on the show already. Hello? Yes, Miss Young, you're live on the show. You're live on the show. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, Miss Young, you're live. Go ahead. It appears the internet is low. Miss Young? Hello? Yes, I need to tell her best she texts it in because it appears the internet, too much people have on the internet at this time. Yeah. Yes, what I was saying earlier, I noticed Naomi Ray is saying, whilst living in Belize, my grandma and grandpa, they used to play the pastor party CD every Sunday. Yes, so then the thing is that, so she very much is familiar with the songs that we are playing.
Right.
You know, a lot of people would wonder why we have this tribute to Andigna. But the tribute is not because she's my aunt or because she is a Mariano or married to a Mariano. But as we all know about her contributions, like I mentioned, right?
Correct.
Her contributions towards the Garifuna culture, then it's very, very, very huge.
Yeah, it's very enormous. We had a show here last week when I've been at Wanarwa. You know, it was awesome. You know, and because she's so cultural, even though it's like 3 or 4 days late. But you know, we would like to dedicate, you know, that program to her.
Yes, and as you mentioned about the Habina Wanarwa, every year, this time, Auntie Digna start preparing her husband for Wanarwa the next day, which would be the New Year's, because as you all know, New Year's is a Wanarwa day.
Yep.
And it is her herself who prepare her husband to go out and dance Wanarwa. She presses clothes, she presses ribbons, and also prepare him physically, because you know, preparing the Wanarwa accoutrements is a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It takes at least half an hour to prepare one person.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Exactly. Right? So she was dedicated to that, you know, and she was dedicated to her husband and her children as well, not just the community. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Danguiga is really the cultural capital of Belize. I cannot stop talking about that Habina Wanarwa event that I went to. I mean, it was, you know, it's awesome. You know, the culture in Danguiga is alive and kicking. Believe me. You know, from the battle of the drums to the Habina Wanarwa in Danguiga, you know, that culture is never going to go away. I ain't going to never stop talking about, you know, these two events that, you know, the Garifuna people, you know, put off here in Belize.
And her husband was a Bankwata. A lot of people believe that Bankwata is a style of Wanarwa dancing, but Bankwata is not a style. Bankwata is the leader.
Yeah, of the jungle
of the Wanarwa. He's the leader. Right? However, they refer to the second half of the dance as Bankwata. Right? And he was a Bankwata. Right? He was an original Bankwata.
He was basically the chief.
He was the chief of the Wanarwa. Yeah. And so it is important for people to know these things.
Oh, exactly.
You know, as much as it is said that no wait for the mandate for telling good.
Yeah. All the
right?
time.
But had we not, I noticed Miss Pastor Young had made her comments already, and Pastor Young and Tony Young is saying our sincere condolence to the Mariana family in the loss of, no, it's not Yolanda, Miss Young, it is Aunt Digna. Yolanda is the daughter and she is a pastor as well, Miss Young. Yolanda is a pastor, that's her daughter, right? But my aunt is Digna Mariano. So, but anyway, thanks for sharing, and Miss Anne and Tony Young. They are vibrant pastors who support and help everybody as well. When it comes to them, they're willing to give people counseling. Anne and Tony Young, they give people all kind of support there in Orinjua. I was hoping that we can find a few people like them in Dangriga. We need them. I'm hoping that one of these days they can come and migrate to Dangriga. Yes, as a woman of God, we pray that her soul rests in peace. For the families, may God give you peace during this time. Thank you very much, Pastor Young. I know that Miss Young would always give the support. But like I mentioned, Miss Young, the only correction is that it is Digna Mariano who died. Yolanda Mariano is the daughter, and she's a pastor like yourself. But thank you very much, Pastor Young, and thanks for your usual cooperation and support. I noticed Mr. Gilbert so also just tuned in.
Yeah, he did he did an awesome job of that Habina Wanargo, and man, continue doing a good job.
Yeah, and he was on this show as well.
Yeah, he was.
He was on this show, yeah.
He was.
Yes, guys, and this portion of the show is dedicated to Miss Digna Mariano, who passed away yesterday in New York. And yes, she was the wife of Mr. John Mariano, who was a bankwata of the Wanaragua here in Dangriga. She contributed tirelessly to the Garifuna culture. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Alan Tony Young, for your blessings. Thank you as well, Naomi Ray. You're perfectly in order. Tomorrow will be one of the days that John Mariano and his wife will be sadly missed. Thank you very much, Cindy. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, guys, and if you know anybody that needs or that we're supposed to do a meditation for, don't be afraid to call or text. We're here for everybody. Larry Hewlett Godoy, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you very much. Cynthia Lambert, good evening to you. Yes, and we are having a tribute right now to Miss Digna Mariano, the wife of Mr. John Mariano, who also passed away some years ago. Rose Diego, good evening to you. Today we're playing only Garifuna hymns. All hymns in Garifuna. Sher Lopez, good evening. Yes, Yes, guys, send those thumbs up, send those thumbs up. I'm sure I'm doing a good job. And yes, I bless all her children, all Antidigna children, most of Yolanda, who keep communicating with her family all the way from the United States.
Mabule da wamai, wagu ichibi na ilan lere be aba nasi. Mabule da wamai mege, wagu gasudi ni la aba apala hadi kay alidihe. La diga uwaga apala hadi nikata alidihe. Masu badwa lubaidi alidihe.
Anthony, Paulina, Jennifer, Miranda, Happy New Year to you guys. Khadi wa ayahu halahu mibihi wa mani liricha wa bara la jiga garina buwama. Thank you very much, Glenda.
Awaha kwa gomba dagwa.
Happy New Year's to you, Glenda.
Sebu historia, wuriti mehanya luguru bai wuriti liya di hawa gale hatia, ani weri di hikata ile wada, gere wasimu na hau amu yu habuguru niwa.
It is obvious that people are, getting to understand now this portion of the show.
Correct.
It's not something that we normally do doing tribute, but it is something that we will start where we'll start pay tribute, because then where respect is due, I think in fairness, we must give the respect where it is due. You understand me? And like I mentioned, she was a mother in this community. She was a grandmother. She was a sister, right? I think she have great-grandchildren as well. I'm not sure because all of Auntie Digna kids migrated. Well, they're all Americans anyway. They're Belizean Americans because they live a part of their life here in Dangiga and a part of their lives in the United States. So I'm sure she have grandchildren. How many, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure if she have great. Yes, she have great, I remember. But how much, I'm not sure as well. And I'm hoping that somebody would share that information with us.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen her in Los Angeles, quite some time.
Yeah, like I mentioned, she was living in the United States, but I'm not sure what state, but I know that she died in New York. Right, she died in New York City. And yes, if you remember, Yolanda mentioned on the page that they'll be doing the funeral arrangement in New York. So the first phase of the funeral will be done in New York, and then she'll be sent home, and so she'll be relayed to rest here in Dangriga. So the other funeral service will be done here in Dangriga. Yeah, and if there's any other information, Yolanda or her daughter who is listening, just feel free to share it along with us. Rose Mena, she said she was living in New York. Yes, I agree, Rose. That's what I mentioned a while ago, that she was living in New York. Yeah. And thank you very much, Rose, for sharing that information with us. So I think we're winding down. We only have 10 more minutes to go, guys. And if there's any other information, guys, that you guys can share with us in relation to Aunt Digna, you know, feel free to do so. I'm for sharing, Rose Maida. You guys are winding down. We have 10 more minutes to go. Thank you very much for that very nice, fine comment, Vince. I'm sure that her children and grandchildren will see all these nice and kind comments. Yes, guys, and we have 7 more minutes to go, so I'm encouraging everybody to now make their comments before the end of the show. We need to let the family feel appreciated. Yeah, guys, and as we're winding down, this might just be the last song for the show. And again, this might just be the last song for the show. It's now 4 p.m. here in Belize.
Thank you, Glenda.
This song is for the blessing of all.
I just like to say, 2017 is going away and 2018 is tomorrow. I wish that everybody, stay healthy, because you never know who's depending on you. So you guys, be careful, and happy 2018.
Zariki and Aston Lino, good evening and happy new year to you as well. And thanks for that kind advice, neighbor. I want to encourage everybody as well to be as nice as possible. Let's be friendly to each other, guys. Life is short. So let's give love. Let's share the love for 2018. Just get rid of all the hatred. Thank you, Desiree. Just continue praying and bless your surroundings, guys. Thank you for that kind comment, Jennifer. One love to everybody. See you in 2018. Goodbye 2017.
To all my kids and family and friends, Happy New Year, 2018.
Yes, guys, let's forgive one another. If we have done wrong to each other, or forgive those who have done wrong to you.
Happy New Year from the cultural capital of Belize, Antigua. See you guys next year.
See you guys next year. See you guys next year. Bye, Sandra. Bye, Sandra. Happy New Year, my cousin. Happy New Year, one and all. Happy New Year. See you next year, next week. Next year.